today is the last day of meteorological summer, according to the weatherman on the TV. And it's a pretty damn breezy day. With occasional heavy showers. I've already been caught out in a couple of them. But anyway, it's a Sunday afternoon, and there's a chopper show going on at Dragon Soul. Now, I'm not really a chopper kind of a guy, but I can appreciate good ideas and the engineering that goes into these sort of things. And I try and support bike-friendly places, particularly local ones, as much as I can and as often as I can. So I figured I'd pop over and have a look, and hopefully not get too wet doing it. For making this particular film is I've got a couple of very intense weeks at work coming up, which means I'm not going to get to be out on the bike as often as I'd like, and consequently I'm not going to be able to film as often or as much as I'd like. So a way of getting a couple of videos in reserve. Now, if I'd have organised this for a couple of weeks ago when we were in the middle of a heat wave, I reckon it would have been incredibly well attended. And I've got a funny feeling it's going to be pretty well attended anyway. They got some guy who builds choppers, I've never heard of him and I don't know him, some guy from Holland doing a talk, and I think he might have a bike or two there, I'm not sure. And of course Dragon Soul are well known for making, adapting and supplying Springer front ends, so they're already involved. That's not the cafe, that's the workshop next to the cafe, so they're already involved in the custom scene. I think I'm probably more involved in the modification scene than the custom scene. I'm not even sure whether there is such a thing as the modification scene. We all do it. It's rare you see an absolutely stock standard bike unless it's only just been bought brand new. But whether it's parts that you buy from a catalogue and bolt to your bike, or in my case universal parts and self-made parts adapted to fit my bike, I think pretty much most of us, it's kind of a thing that motorcyclists do. I think most of us modify and customize something, even if you don't see it, even if it's progressive springs in your forks or different shock absorbers or something. It's like a disease or an affliction. I can't leave things alone. can't if it's got two wheels. I mean, my car is absolutely stock standard. It's the same way, a bit older and a bit more used and second hand, but it's basically the same car, the same way that it was built in the factory. I've sort of replaced wiper blades and things on it, but anything I've replaced on it has been like for like. So only two things left that I really want to do on this bike, and then that's it. I'm out of things to do on it. And that is, I'm going to lengthen the forks. I'm not sure by how much yet. I'm going to jack it up, get a spirit level on it, see where it sits the best, and then I'm going to basically copy a Free Spirits fork extending kit, but I'll adjust the length to suit my own needs. This bike probably won't have as much sag on it. Well, it won't have as much sag as a standard one, because it's been on a diet. It's lost a lot of weight. So they might be slightly shorter than the 30mm kit that you can get from Free Spirits. And I'm toying with a chain tensioner, a drive chain tensioner. I've got a cheap one that came from AliExpress or Temu or one of them, a cheap spring-loaded tensioner. And I've just got to make the bracketry up to attach it to the bike. I haven't got a lot of space, but that's something I'll go into nearer the time. Is when I extended the rear shocks, I shortened the wheelbase. Not only did I extend them, but I increased the travel on them slightly. So now I generally have to run with a little bit more slack in the drive chain than I would like, than is ideal. So I've been thinking about it. I mean, I've never thrown a chain or anything, but on this bike I have on some of the off-road bikes that I've owned. But that might be experimental. It might stay on the bike, it might not stay on the bike. I've not thrown a lot of money at that. Sort of less than £10 at the moment. And the bracket I'm making myself, the bracket to attach it to the bike. I'm actually going to use the part of the frame where the centre stand would mount. So I'm not going to have to drill any part of the bike or cut any part of the bike. Oh, that doesn't look nice, that weather right in front of me. Although the ground's bone dry, so maybe we'll get away with it. Alright there, Squire.
You here for the event or the cafe?
Both.
Bit about how long do you reckon you'll be here?
Hour or two, perhaps.
Hour or two.
How about that little corner there?
Yeah, park in that corner there.
Nice one, thank you, buddy.
Longer, or you wouldn't care about it. Oh, really? On a Wednesday, you've gone more the race round. Okay. Yeah, yeah, right, okay. Yeah, you do get that, don't you? Yeah, this is probably one. Yeah, a couple of times there, just got sick of where I was, so decided to keep driving again. Getting around and about again all the time. Now the roads are busy now. Some of them are fucking idiots. No, the train's out proper. Better in the flesh.
Well, that was it. Pretty decent turnout for the old Dragon Soul custom bash, and that's what they're well known for, their Springer forks. Don't think they'd suit my scrambler.